Hello, my beautiful Vibe Tribers. Welcome to your Mystic Affirmations for Thursday, September 15th of 2022. Many blessings to you all. This is a collective energy for all sun, moon, and rising signs. That means if you'd like to have a personal reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your appointment. So with that, let's pull in our relentless optimism. We are relentlessly optimistic. That is what we are. Every day we get up and put on our big old optimistic boots and we stomp forward in the universe in the intention of creating the beautiful life that we deserve, our best possible life now. We use the law of attraction, the law of divine compensation, and our ability to focus on the future, letting go of the past. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Everything we create is for the future. The past is gone. It no longer exists, only in your memory, and that's not even worth playing over and over again because it's not something that's an actual substantial thing. You've already lived it. We're going to live new now. So bring in that new energy with the positivity and allow yourself to move into creation. Let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords. So the Queen of Wands is an amazing energy. This is very, very fortuitous because it is the future. It is the energy of fertility. It is the energy of action. If you are self-employed or own your own business, this is a new business, new deals, new conversations, new communications, all fertile new beginnings. So we love this energy as this Queen of Wands. And it's also fire sign energy. So it is very, very active energy. We'll say that. Okay. So now we have the Three of Swords. So you can see that the Three Swords are positioned in a way that they're kind of in a bind. So they're in a locked position. And when the Three Swords let go, you can now move forward with your whole heart. So the timekeeper is 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's the charm. So here we go. We got a timekeeper and we know we're about to get on with some business. Here we go. Some action for sure. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine, pure, white light. Come on. Divine spirit. All right. So we don't want to let our minds run away with us. And this is where that little back door is open to your subconscious mind. It's some old stuff maybe brewing in there. Find a way to shut that door and stop letting your old thoughts creep back in, because we want a whole new beginning and we can't build something new from the past. The past is dead energy. It is not live energy. So we want to allow ourselves to release that old crutch of being in a place where we have pity parties or where we feel like we're a victim. That's what this card represents, is that energy of defeatism and self-sabotage. So shut that door and lock it. Throw away the key. Here we go. That's the Capricorn Major Arcana, the Devil card. If you're a Capricorn, don't get offended. The meaning of the visual is different than you just being a Capricorn. So this is the Devil card energy showing up for that reason. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Gods and Goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all sun, moon, and rising signs to have the information they seek, to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you so much, Divine. You are always welcome and very appreciated. So we've got this one fell. I don't know why I flipped it over because it was hidden, but there's your Eight of Swords. And the other two cards. I was curious. I couldn't help it. And the Seven of Swords. So this is literally letting go of that sabotage energy, dropping what no longer serves you. It can even be, so sometimes the Devil card is talking about a person in your life who's manipulative or very toxic. And it doesn't mean that they have to be a Capricorn. Capricorn is a whole separate thing by itself. The Capricorn energy is the energy of allowing yourself to stand in your own power, even when things that are kind of trying to lure you off the path, right? That's the card is all about being tempted or being in a place of self-sabotage, if it's not talking about the actual zodiac. So these two swords are being left behind for a purpose, and she's now moving forward into the future, leaving what no longer serves her. So we'll know more about this in a minute when we get the rest of the cards out. No doubt. This is an important one. You need to stand on this one like it's your life depends on it. I will eventually achieve success because I don't allow myself to doubt. Now, yes, doubt's going to come, but don't live in that. Let it come, address it, put your relentless optimism on it, be positively positive, find a different way to look at it, and know that you will succeed as long as you keep yourself focused on the goal. It has to happen. That's just the way it is. And living in doubt is only costing you the energy you should be putting toward the creation rather than the fear, okay, of doubt. Self-doubt is one of the major obstacles. It's like a rite of passage. I had the same thing when I started doing this. You have to be able to let go of the fear and trust that the universe is bringing you to this for a reason, and let yourself move forward with your intuition. Trust. I set my intention and trusted my abilities to improve my circumstances. This is an absolute both of these, no doubt and trust, are beautiful cards to accompany this reading. We all go through trials in our lives and things that, take us down a peg or two. Listen to your intuition. Trust your circumstances. Trust your intuition. Set your intention. It's never a loud yelling voice. It's always a gut feeling, and it's not going to overpower you because you still have your own free will. The intuition's there for you to take or not take. But when you start listening to it, you start to trust it. So, it feels like your subconscious talking to you. And the way you tell the difference between your intuition and your monkey mind that wants to tell you everything scary, your intuition should give you a calm, settled feeling, even if it isn't the answer you want. If it's a fearful and nervous and anxiety-riddled feeling, then it's not your intuition. Because even if it's not the answer you want, your intuition will give you a calm knowing. Romantic love. We haven't had this one for a hot minute. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So the reason this is talking about a consciousness is because when two people enter the relationship together, your literal vibrational frequencies combined. And if you combine with someone who is unconscious and is just going through life bouncing around like a pinball, then that's not consciousness. That's just happenstance, right? When you're conscious, you are trying to move in a direction like we do in these readings to allow yourself to create the life you want. So being in the relationship with someone who's also conscious of that makes everything a lot more smooth. Courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. In the world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. Have the courage to be yourself authentically. So drop the facade, drop the games, and don't let anybody make you feel less than, because being individual is a strength. Being unique is a strength. We're connected to all, but we have a uniqueness among us. So each of us have our own talents and gifts. So stand in those. That is your power. That's your superpower. Again, trust. You got trust here, trust here. Trust. You are looking at a situation from purely a physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. And so it is. We received that. I felt that one in my heart. Okay, so this is where it's asking you to trust and stop trying to take action yourself. So let me explain. I get new downloads, so I got a new kind of understanding of this card through a meditation. So these are changing circumstances, and they're changing because you're changing them. You're in that zone where you're telling the universe where you want to go and how you want to get there. That means in the process of the change, you can't grab onto any of these because it's all continuously changing to get to the place where it needs to be so that you get what you're focusing on. So the only way to do that, to survive this overthinking thing, because we think, oh, because, so we're both living in a beautiful ethereal energy of higher spirituality and a human form. Sometimes we get lost in the human form and think the only way to do something is through physical action. But that is not true. The faster way to do it is through energetic action. And that's why this card's showing up and saying, hey, you can manifest, but you don't have to worry about taking physical action. And she's got a blindfold on to keep her from breaking that wall between the third and fourth dimension. Right? She gets lost in the third dimension, and that's this reality here, and doesn't see what she's manifesting, and then she thinks, well, it's not coming, so I'm going to have to deal with it in the natural. When all the time she's pulling in the energy of the supernatural. So, stay focused. Don't let this world fool you into believing it's not happening just because you can't see it. Just means we're not equipped to see the tiny little particles that are moving around and creating what's about to manifest that fast. Your thinking mind will get you nowhere. This is the logic. It's not going to help you. That's why the swords are bent backwards. They will not make a move. They will not do anything. You must do it energetically. So left brain needs to take a rest, and right creative mind is where it all happens for you. So stay in your right brain. Create from within. Hello! The star card, wonderful energy of creation, absolutely. This is the soul's wish being granted by the universe. It's also the Aquarius Major Arcana. And I just want to point out, these are all air signs. Every one of these swords. So that's change. Energetic change. And it's happening. Sometimes this means giving 2 weeks notice and changing jobs. Sometimes it just means letting go of old habits in the past. Letting go of things that you've accumulated in your life. Purging and clearing and cleansing. So this is a beautiful reading about letting yourself get into your meditative mind and let go of what you claim as your life now. Don't dig yourself in so hard on all the past that you keep on saying it over and over, because then you just keep anchoring to the past, and what we want to do is release it. So, you've already lived the past. Let's make some future. Many blessings to you, my friends. Sending you lots of love, lots of light, peace, happiness, joy, abundance, and divine healing, and a ton of prosperity to you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste, my friends.